कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे राम हरे राम राम
Ram
राम
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Ram Hare Hare
Jaya Kishore Krishna Hare Jaya. Jaya Kishore
Krishna
Kishore
Krishna
Jaya
Jaya
Kishore
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 Krishna
Jaya Kishore
Krishna
Kishore
Krishna
Jaya Kishore
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 Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore Kishore Jaya Kishore
Jaya Jagannatha Jagannatha Jaya Deva Jaya Subhadra
Jagannatha Jagannatha Bhadrajaya Bharamarahi
Jaya Gauranita 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 Jaya Gauranita
Goranita 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 Goranita
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada
Prabhupada
Jaya
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 Jaya Prabhupada
Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitya Gaura Hari Bo Hari
Om
Bo
Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa
Nitya
Parivajaya
Gaura
Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki
Jai
Anand Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki
Jai
Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरि गौर भक्त वृंद की
Jai
श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्यामा कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की व्रज
Jai
भूमि वृंदावन धाम की
Jai
मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की
Jai
धर्म क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की
Jai
Jai
माई की यमुना
Jai
Jai
माई की
Jai
भगवान की तुलसी
Jai
महारानी की
Jai
Jai
सामवेद भक्त वृंद की
Jai
बृहद रंग की हरिनाम
Jai
कीर्तन यज्ञ की
Jai
हरे
Jai
कृष्ण महामंत्र की
Jai
किशोर किशोरी की
Jai
श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की
Jai
Jai
श्री गौर निताई की
Jai
जय गौर सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल all glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna all
Hare
glories
Krishna
to devotees Hare Krishna all glories
Hare
to
Krishna
devotees Hare Krishna all
Jai
glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga
Jai
Jai
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya
Om
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana-shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता स्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निते नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा
Krishna,
कृष्णा
Hare Krishna,
कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्णा
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama, Hare Rama,
राम
Rama Rama,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय
Jai.
मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं चैतन्यमाधवं परमानन्दमीश्वरम्. So Hare Krishna to everybody. Welcome back to today's Gita class. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So let's recap what we discussed last class. Who want to begin with? I know, but there were nobody. Yes, go ahead.
We did Bhagavad Gita verse till verse 140, like first chapter, verse 40.
Uh-huh.
And we were going through the different weaknesses or the different reasons why Arjuna wasn't able to
Okay.
fight.
Yes, yes. 1 second. How many reasons are there?
6.
6? 5. Okay. Who want to tell? One each. Oh, okay. Yeah. What is the reason? Ah,
No enjoyment.
no enjoyment. Is that the first reason? No compassion is the first reason.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, compassion. Okay.
Compassion.
So Arjuna was compassionate when he saw his own kinsmen, okay, his
Hmm.
brothers,
Yeah.
uncles, especially the grandfather and the guru, right? That's where he said, no, this is not a right thing what I'm doing, just to get a crown and to become a king, I should kill my own people. That's not it. That was a compassion. And what is the second reason?
Weakness of heart.
Weakness of heart. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. Weakness of heart, but that's not the reason per se why he wasn't. But how does that weakness of heart came out?
Because of this emotional or materialistic relationships that he had with them. So, yeah, that was making him weak and he lost his physical abilities or intelligence.
Yes, that's true. So that's where we are now terming it as compassion.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, compassion is not weakness. Okay, please don't mistake me. Okay, compassion comes with with the mood to save others, protect others, not to harm others. Okay, so not harming others is of two types. If I try to harm him, he may harm him. I may be overpowered, so let me not fight. That's good. My idhar hi theek hu. Right? Other thing is, no, I can kill the people, but I should not. I don't want. That's another way of doing. So he's on the second side anyways. Thank you, Arjun Prabhu. What is the second reason?
No enjoyment.
No enjoyment. Why?
Everyone will die.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you. There is 11th verse. Sorry, in the 11th chapter. Where is it? I think it is 28. Let us see. Let me see. Somewhere in the 11th chapter, I don't remember the exact number, somewhere nearby, where Krishna is telling to Arjuna that, hey Arjuna, everyone in the battlefield will be killed. Okay. Except you. Okay. Now, I am the great. Yes, this is the one. So, you would like to read, Prabhu? Translation?
Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time I am, the great destroyer of the world, and I have come here to destroy all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain.
What is he saying? Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. He's telling, hey Arjuna, I am the time. I'm the killer of everybody. Okay. I'm the great destroyer of the whole world. Okay. I come here to destroy all the people now. He's talking about the battlefield now. Right? Now, with the exception of you, means Arjuna in the bracket, that means Pandavas. Remaining all others will be died. Okay. So think about it. If that is the case, now, even before, this is in the 11th chapter, which we just got it, right? But in the first chapter, where is that first chapter? Gone. Okay. So, in the first chapter, Arjuna is saying there is no enjoyment because he understands that everybody else will be killed in this battlefield, for sure. Okay. So, should I really need such kind of situation myself where I will not have anybody to enjoy? Enjoy करने के लिए अपने साथ, somebody should be there to enjoy. How can a single person enjoy in his own? You need to have someone, 1, 2, 3, 4, a group of wonderful people, and they will enjoy, right? Whether it is eating, drinking, or whatever it is, right? So that's where the question was. What that third reason?
Fear of sinful reaction.
Fear of sinful reaction. Okay, so if I kill everybody, I'll be punished by the laws of nature. Okay, and that's per the scriptures, right? What was the fourth reason?
Destruction of family tradition.
Destruction of
Destruction of
family
family
traditions, and that's what we're
traditions.
gonna read today again. Okay,
Hmm.
please repeat after me. This is first chapter, 41st verse. Sankaro narakayaiva
Sankaro Narkaiva
kulajnanam kulasya cha
Kulahnanam kulasya cha
taro hiyesham
Patati pitaro yesham
lupta pindodaka kriyaha.
lupta
lupta pindo
pindodaka
datta
kriya.
kriya.
Can you read the translation? Very, very key point. Whole Kali Yuga is struggling with all these things. If you really see, what is he saying? An increase of unwanted population.
Population.
What is unwanted population? There is no control over the mixing of a man and a woman. When the heads of the family in the battlefield, they are killed, the wives become widows, right? When the wife become widows, another people who are not in the battle, those men might try to exploit that woman, the weakness of the woman, okay? And they may use it for sense gratification. If they become pregnant, they may not take even the responsibility as a father, right? Then what happens? The children take birth, and then ultimately those children will be doing what? Because they are not guided properly. Okay. they cannot do anything good. Okay, unwanted progeny will come. Before this verse, even those children who were born properly in a family system, but the head of the family is gone, who is there for those children to teach the traditions? Okay, Pinda Pradana, etc., etc. There is nobody. Okay, then what happens? There's a degradation. Okay, now he is thinking, you see, Arjuna is thinking, I will be the cause of degradation of the family systems and the
mm,
dynasties. I can't take that whole burden, right? Even if I
mm,
do that, now unwanted children will come into population. Varna Sankaraha, the word Sankaraha means such unwanted children. Even sometimes in the family who are married, even at that stage, sometimes they beget unwanted children. And they undergo a lot of problems sometimes. Either they undergo or they make the child undergo the problems. You see? So Bhagavad Gita is telling Sankaro Naraka Yaiva. Okay, they are going to Narakaloka because they're not following these scriptural injunctions. Not only that, whoever is Kula Gnanam Kulasyacha, whoever is the cause for such things, he will also undergo such suffering. Patanti Pitaro hi Sham Lupta Pindo Priya. So what is happening here is they will not perform. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances of offering them food and water are entirely stopped. We see that these kind of lifestyle has been prevalent in this Kali Yuga. Hardly anybody bothers about all those things, right? Correct? Hardly people bother about it. Oh, hua to hua. It's okay. If not, it's okay. Kind of things. But that's not the things. Okay. Let us see here. We discussed this. The last thing here is hellish life for family and destroyers of family. Okay. Ancestors fall down because performance of offering them food and water are entirely stopped. That's a duty because we are all indebted to someone or the other, right? So, I remember one story. Okay, so the story of today morning. You were hearing that? No. Okay, story of yesterday I was thinking. Okay, so I mean, for any child, if a child is asked, who is there in your life, in your universe, the first thing is the mother, second is father, third thing is guru, and the fourth thing is Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Those are the minimal things. Okay. So the story is, once upon a time, Mother Parvati gets a very wonderful fruit, mango fruit. Okay. And she only got one, which is very, very sweet. And she calls upon two boys. Hey, come on. And who are those two boys? Ganesha and Kartikeya, right? And Ganesha and Kartikeya both came. So I want fruit, I want fruit. Mother says, I can only give to one person. Then they started thinking, what should be done? And the mother said, okay, let's have a competition, a nice competition. Whoever is going to go around the world, okay, one rotation and come first, he'll be getting this gift of special mango. Wow, it's exciting, and children participate in the competition and they're excited. But whoever is going to come first, he will going to get it. Okay. Then they said we should have some time. Okay. Mom, we will going to start this tomorrow morning. 6 a.m. Whatever. I'm just saying. Okay. Sometime. Okay. You're going to start our racing tomorrow morning. Okay. Mother said, okay. And by tomorrow evening, whoever is going to return back, okay, taking one rotation, he will be getting. Both were excited. Okay, and both were doing their own arrangements. How can we go? Should we take a bullock cart or a horse cart or an aeroplane, or what are we supposed to take? Or should we still run like this? Or should we use any mantras? Should we use some other methods? What is the best way to do one round so fast? Okay, at least in those days we used to have one Hindi cinema around the world in $8. Right? You remember Mataji? Yes. Raj Kapoor's, right? Okay. There was one thing around the world in $8. Here, either now they are thinking, what am I supposed to do? Okay, in the meantime, in the morning, they were geared up to start their racing, right? Now, Kartikeya brought his own vehicle, which is peacock. Now, this poor Ganesha, who is very sad, he had a very small, tiny mouse, a rat, a mushika vahana, right? Then he was started thinking, oh my God, this is a bird, in fact. Bird will fly much, much faster. And I'm on a rat. How am I going to do? I don't know what to do. Time is coming up, let's go and start. They are going to do that. What am I going to start? And ultimately, yes, let's set go, start. And then started running. But, Ganesha, they got disappointed. No, I can't really do anything. And who is he? Our Kartikeya was excited. Wow, I have a much advanced vehicle than my brother. I think I'll go first. And he started, and in few minutes he disappeared in the sky. This guy was sitting and thinking what to do after some time. Then he finally thought, no, this is not the right thing. I should do something differently. Who is that person who goes all over the world? It's Narada Muni. Trilokachari.
Great answer. Impressive
Trilokachari.
answer.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu. So he thought, I think he is the right person to ask him. Maybe he has some means. He does. We don't see any vehicle. He's sitting in an aeroplane and going, but he's going. And he meditated upon Narada Muni, and Narada Muni appears and then say, oh, my dear sir, please accept me as your disciple. I have an urgent help I need from you. He said, what do you want, my dear little son? What do you need? He said, I don't know how you go all over the three worlds. My mother has put a challenge. I got to eat that mango, which is so wonderfully smelling from a distance also. In those days, if somebody brings mangoes, there is a lot of smell even without bringing. Now I put it in the nose also, nothing will come. Okay, that's how the today's quality of mangoes, right? Now the thing is, ultimately what happened is our Narada Muni said, okay, don't worry, I will give you a wonderful means. I'll give you a packet. It has a list of to-do things. If you can do that, you will be the first. I said, what? Are you sure? Yes, absolutely. Yes, this is a packet now. He opens the packet, he perfectly follows, and he not only one time, he does 3 times rotation and then comes back. Okay, within few minutes. And he's waiting. Now let my another brother come. Ultimately, the competition has to be won, right? Anyway, he's fast, he's waiting. Finally, in the evening, his brother comes and, he's thinking, oh, you didn't go even or what? You sat here only? I think I'm the only fellow who went all the way. Mother said, no, he's your elder brother, is more intelligent than you. He has already done 3 rotations. He did only one. He said, what? How? And then he said, I have this packet, and anybody holds this packet and follows it, he will get that. He said, what? What is there in that packet? Okay. Okay. So in that packet, the first and number one foremost thing is said, okay, mother is the first God. Matru Devo Bhava. You should circumambulate mother. Okay. Now, only mother can tell who is the father. Agreed? Can anybody else tell us confidently, confirmly, who is the father of the child? No, only mother can tell. So, reach out to the mother and figure out what's next. And she'll say, hey, this is your father. Okay? So, that is Lord Shiva in this case. Okay? Now, once he circumambulates again, father, okay, Pitru Devo Bhava, and whom does he redirects actually the child to? To a guru, that is Narada Muni, right? He takes shelter of Narada Muni. And to whom Narada Muni redirects to? Ultimately Krishna, right? Vasudeva, Narayana, Govinda, Gopala, right? So then in the list, it is to-do list, it is said you should chant the holy name of Krishna. Okay, Lord Shiva is always chanting Rama, right? So that's how the holy name is very powerful. Chant the holy name, circumambulate mother and father. Okay, that is your universe. The child's universe is mother, father, guru, and Krishna. You circumambulate them, that means you have covered. So in that way, he gets the mango. Okay. Anyway, so the point here is we should understand these traditions are very important and not as a sentiment or some ritual. There is a meaningful purpose behind it. Okay, as we progress, then we will learn a lot of things in that. Okay, so let's now see the next verse. Okay, 42nd. Doshairetai kulagnana varna sankara karakai उत्स्याद्यन्ते जाति धर्माः कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः. Mataji, would you like to read? Mataji.
By the leading group of boys to destroy the family tradition, and thus they tries to unlock children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare absolutely were devastated.
Yep. So you see, community projects for the four orders of human society combined with the family welfare activities as they are set forth by the institution of Varnashrama Dharma or Sanatana Dharma are designed to enable human being to attain his ultimate salvation. See, what are those four things? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. In the temple when we go, the pujari will say, right? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, right? Something like that. Okay, he is blessing us. That means, first Dharma, one should follow the codes of the scriptures. If I am driving in Illinois and I don't follow the signals, what's going to happen?
Accident.
Okay, that's wonderful. Accident, fine. Okay, we are forced to be controlled by the police. Okay. Okay. So, one is controlled by the police, right? Okay. So, in one sense, everyone is under the control of the police or control of law and order, right? There are two kinds of citizens. Who are they? Law abiders, law brokers, right? Breakers, whatever. Okay. So whoever is going to break the laws, he is forcibly put into the jail and they got to follow the police. One who says, I don't respect the police, I can do anything, but he's still in the jail. He'll shout like that. What's the point? He's sitting in the, I don't accept this. They fight, but he is controlled anyway by hook or crook. Just like a psychic patient is put in an asylum. He's saying, I have no disease, I am all perfect, but he has been put into some whatever situation he's undergoing, right? So ultimately, even the non breakers of the law, like all of us who are we are following, still we are under the control. I have to follow certain things, right? I got to do certain things. I'm not supposed to do certain things. Everybody is under the control. Now, Varnashrama system, which is called as Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, telling us to follow the Dharma as prescribed in the Vedic scriptures. Okay, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, right? Second thing is by performing Dharma, okay, as it is recommended by the Lord, you will get the value of the money, Artha, whatever the gold coins in those days, whatever. Your economic development happens, Dharma, Artha, by having good economic condition, you can enjoy. What is that? You can enjoy sense gratification. Dharma, Artha, Kama. Now everybody want to enjoy. Yes or no? Right? But after too much of enjoyment, what happens? Moksha? Wow.
You seek for moksha
Why do I seek for moksha? When I'm enjoying, I want to enjoy, man.
because
Why?
it gets monotonous and it gets you get tired. You get tired.
Gets monotonous, gets tired. Go and ask any smoker. Is he tired after smoking 5 cigarettes?
It doesn't give you pleasure.
No, he's getting. That's the reason he is increasing. But still, he is increasing. You see, I'm taking your points, but I'm counter arguing or debating to bring out the right point. Yes. Stuck in the cycle. Yes, that is too heavy for a chain smoker and go, hey, you're stuck up in a cycle. Don't smoke. Will he listen? No. Health issues. Still, maybe he gets cancer, lung cancer, whatever. He'll still not stop smoking. Then
It's still not getting fulfilled.
fulfill of what?
fulfill of
He's
lust,
thinking by
his
smoking
desire.
it out, he'll be satisfied.
He will be satisfied, he's thinking.
So there is no end to that karma. There is no upper limit to the karma. You keep achieving and then the bar keeps going higher. So there is no
Okay.
end to it.
Ultimately, your point is very valid. Finally, they are dissatisfied. You have a very strong, what is that? Prabhupada used to ask these people, you are enjoying what? LSD, they used to say. I smoke, I do, and ganja or whatever, they enjoy. After that goes down, what is the situation?
More depressed.
Why?
Because
If
now
it is
it's
enjoying? That's exactly, we are kicked by the laws of nature again and again. The more we get engaged, the more we get the problems. And he's thinking, no, I think I have not enjoyed properly. Maybe he is the cause of not getting my satisfaction. Maybe she is the cause of for my suffering. So I get rid of this girl or this boy, I'll find out somebody else. But again, he will do the same thing. Again, he will undergo the same suffering. Right? So by repeatedly enjoying, he will be hit by the Maya. Okay. That is how the whole process is. It is making everyone, okay, I mean anyone who wanted to enjoy only, he cannot enjoy actually. You see, he will get this suffering. The more one is going towards that side, we will get a problem. Agreed or not? Anybody whom we think we love so much, even if they say a little thing, we are hurt so much strongly. Someone on the street, somebody says you are a rascal number one, we may react, we may tend not to react. But our own close family member says that you're good for nothing. My God, how can you say that? I've been working hard to maintain this family and you are telling like this to me? It is so much, right? So this kama, dharma, artha, kama, too much of sense enjoyment, actually the senses are not satisfied. Just like an example, Prabhupada gives a very nice example, even a child can understand. A donkey, okay, a master of that donkey is putting a stick on the back and hanging towards a carrot before it, and then he'll put lot of
Wait.
weight, right? So much of weighing things, and the poor donkey is going thinking that this I think I can eat that carrot. He will take his eat things by stepping one step, he'll eat. It can reach out that carrot. But what happens? Can he reach?
No.
He'll put a step forward, that will go forward one step. Again, one more, one more. So it is unreachable destination for that fellow. It leads to happiness or dissatisfaction.
This
That's exactly is happening. I am thinking by smoking, I will get rid of all my problems, but that's not the truth. By drinking, I'm thinking I'm getting some pleasure, but that's not the truth. Okay. I've seen in my college days how my friends used to uh, drink, and one time I seen 7 people fell in the toilet, vomited on each other, and lying on the whole night. I was just got up in the middle of the night, thought I want to go. My God, 7 people, what is that? It was crazy thing. So somehow, Krishna gave me some good intelligence somehow by the mercy of mother, father. I did not drink at all. These fellows are drinking, what is use? And in the morning, they are, under different world. Okay. There is something called guilt feeling comes. Agree or not? When we do wrong things, that is Paramatma within the heart is speaking about those things. So those evil deeds actually will destroy the family tradition. Can you read the translation again, Mataji? Yes.
Community project.
No, it's translation.
Oh.
By the
Evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are demonstrated.
You see how these things are affecting dharma, artha, kama. Now, why the Shastra is talking about moksha? Now, can you connect? Who will go for moksha now?
he really wants to get rid of this.
One.
dissatisfied, he will
Despite putting hundreds of endeavor for enjoyment, he is befooled again and again. He don't want such kind of life. He want to give up all such kind of illusioned happiness. The happiness is there, but that goes away. What is the use? Come on, I'm chasing it again and again, again and again. I was telling, right, one of the Maharajas was traveling in an aeroplane, and beside him there was a man, and he was very happy, and he was asking, hey, you seems to be a saintly person. Can you bless us? We can live a happy married life, because I have undergone a lot of problems in the past with so many wives. Now that, we live happily. Then he said, oh, is it? How many wives you had previously? He said, I had 26 wives. This is 27th marriage. Maharaj said, what? 27th marriage? Is he really going to be happy? No, never. It's impossible. You see, Prabhupada tells only one thing. You see, how does it really matter if it eating a food, okay, whether you eat in a leaf of a plant or a silver plate or a golden plate, will the taste changes? Food is the same, right? The body changes, time changes, doesn't matter, right? One will undergo the same music, right? So one who is completely frustrated with the methodologies, innovative methodologies to enjoy, and he sees that these are of good for nothing, I'm not really getting enjoyed, okay? After burning his hands many, many, many times, then he will say, no, I should get this salvation. I should get rid of this family system. I don't want any wife. I don't want any children, etc., etc. I have my own close friend, classmate, engineering classmate, okay, who got married. Okay, it was a love marriage. Okay, they were loving so much to each other. Finally, after they begot a son who was 3 years old at that time, he got a cancer. Okay, when he got a cancer, the most lovingly wife started arguing and fighting with him. Rather than inquiring how is your health, he said, what are you gonna do for my future? What? She's talking like a contractual signing, How are you going to take care of me after your death? You will definitely die. Cancer, you got it. And he says, don't you feel bad that, I got cancer? You have to take care of me. He said, anyway, you're going to die. What's the use of caring you? You die. The sooner you die, that is good. And he was shocked. And in that whole things were going on, he called me once to his own. Hey, please come once. No. And then he revealed his heart. By the time his wife already left. Okay. She took, because she knows the bank balance and everything, she took all the money, all the jewelries, what she got, all the lands were transformed to her name, everything with the son. She ran away from home. And she says, never ever come back to me. And he called me at that time. And then I was talking to him. And then he said, Pravardhana, this life is useless. Anybody who is, I would definitely suggest anybody who talks about this material love and affection, it is nothing but a bodily relation, but nothing beyond that. That was his realization. Okay, tell me something which keeps my mind and brain positive now. Then he started hearing Bhagavad Gita. How hard. In few months, what happened is right hand was cut. He was amputated. In another few months, his left hand was amputated in a Tata Cancer Memorial Hospital in Mumbai. If somebody knows that. Okay. Now, the day when he got me, he gave me a shake hand and then said, my friend, I do not have my hand now. I can only give you a shake hand with your left hand. And after that, he comes and says, both are gone. I cannot give you a shake hand. After that, one lung's gone. They removed it, affected a kidney, one kidney got out. Okay. And then they said, now your both legs are poisoned by the cancer. We got to amputate those two. He said, what am I going to do? You see, think about the life. He was enjoying like anything. My dear friends, please understand. Okay. Not that everyone who is enjoying will lead to that, but one day or the other, it will bounce back to us, because we are just like, one other example Prabhupada gives us. There is a mango tree with all wonderful mangoes, but I'm trying to pluck the mangoes, but I'm diving into the waters where the reflection of mango is seen. Can I get the mango? I'm seeing the reflection of a mango in the water. I jump into it. One time I do, I don't get. 2 times you jump, will you get? 5 times you try? 10 times? 100 times? Arey, aise kaise? It should be there, you try again and again. People say, materialistic people say, you keep on trying. Bhaiya, you are trying in a wrong direction. How would you get a result at all? You have to try in the right direction. Correct? As long as I'm seeing the, what is that called? Only the reflection of mango and trying to pluck that mango, I will be defeated again and again. This material enjoyment is like a reflection. That's not a real. My blue color car is in love with the green color car. What does it make sense? Kya baat kar rahe ho? What nonsense is this? Right? Doesn't it make sense to anybody? My blue color car in love with your green color or pink color car. Is it something viable? Making sense? No. In the same way, the body is loving another body. It's a vehicle. What love will they have? Nothing. It's a relation between a soul and a soul, which is eternal actually. Bhagavad Gita is teaching us that very important fact. We should not be bewildered and intoxicated by this illusory energy, which will lead us to disappointment and depression. I was talking to one of the very scholarly person, gold medalist from IIT, Delhi. He was in the verge to commit suicide. Gold medalist, B.Tech and M.Tech, IIT Delhi. But his mind was completely dissatisfied. What does that mean? This process of getting satisfaction through the material elements with the material senses is just like you are pouring milk to a venomous snake. What is the use of putting that snake? It will bite us one day. Snake will definitely bite us. We are not like Lord Shiva, where the snake is sitting on our neck but can't do anything. Can it be? Impossible. We are not to that highly elevated stage, right? So these 4 dharmas which are said, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, though it is written in the Vedic scriptures, Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam don't accept those 4 things. You know why? Because these 4 things are actually not leading one to the original reality about the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, then what is the 5th one? That is pure bhakti. Okay, that's the reason in the 2nd chapter, 45th verse of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching this truth. What is he teaching? Let me open. I'm not remembering that. It's a very important verse where Krishna is teaching. Where is that gone? Taigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhava Arjuna Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Okay, what is Krishna is telling? Let us see. Yes, Mataji, would you like to read these 4 lines?
The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of 3 modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these 3 modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self.
Traigunya Vishaya Veda. The Vedic scriptures which we are so far talking about, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, are tainted by the 3 modes of nature. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Don't get trapped into that, oh my dear Arjuna. Krishna is telling. Now one may ask, why are these things given at all in the Vedas then? Krishna has given the Vedas and now Krishna himself is saying don't follow Vedas. What does it mean? Who want to answer this? Okay.
When these Vedas were written, they were written even before Sakyam.
Okay.
So that time was different.
Different.
People were sadhus. And
Okay.
So that was the purpose of Narayan is to attain balance. So
Okay.
these 4 aspects were given so that people could attain balance within these 4 areas.
Okay.
Not just meditation.
Okay.
Because that is needed to run the world. But by the time Krishna is saying this, that is Dwapar Yuga.
Okay.
That time people are affected by Maya, bad people.
Okay.
So maybe that's why those things are.
That's a good answer. Fair enough. Who want to add anything? It's a good attempt. I appreciate that. Very nice. Who wants to add? So many brains are here. The question is, Vedas are coming from the breath of Lord Vishnu or Krishna, right? And here he's saying, hey, Vedas deal mainly with these subject matters, give it up and attain the transcendental position. Why? How can Lord Krishna himself contradict his own point? Her point here is, in those days it was given, so new version has come, maybe.
But
Okay, which is
spoken even before Satyuga, even before any Yuga.
yes, that's another thing. Yes, we should understand how is that. Yes. External? Eternal. Oh, okay. That was a shock, surprise. ये कहाँ सुना मैंने? Okay.
But when we talk about another perspective, I think when Lord Vishnu, he was king, for making we can from it achieve.
Okay.
From the body, beautiful, that from the mind, that's why in the last
Okay. Yes, that's a very good thing. I understand. Yes.
So what
Thank you,
I,
Prabhu.
what I myself understand is like here, I don't know what Krishna is trying to say, but what I understand is until and unless we don't have bhakti, we don't have the energy to enter these three moods and not get polluted. That's why Krishna is trying to give us the energy first in form of bhakti, so that you have the protective layer around you, and then if you enter in these three moods, you won't be polluted by the duality of that nature.
Okay.
So,
No, that's wonderful. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Now, let us try to understand three things very important. Okay. Now, when we get a mathematics problem, we got to apply the right formula in a right step, then we'll get a right answer, right? That's all we are now supposed to do. Everybody is right in their own understanding, right? Now, the first and foremost thing is, here Vedas are dealing with three modes of nature. Rajoguna, Tamoguna, and Satvaguna, right? That is clear to all of us. So we are all influenced, just like the gravitational force is always acting upon us, correct? Whether we are sleeping in the deep sleep, will we start floating? No, gravitational force is still there, right? Whether we are conscious, unconscious, whatever the case. And the same way, three modes are absolutely acting upon us. Now, for a child, okay, if I tell about mathematics calculus, will the child understand? No. The teacher, expert teacher, teaches the children to their level. You are a teacher anyway, right, Mataji? So you teach them at the level where what they can receive, correct? Then they will progress from there. So for the general mass of public, they only know how to enjoy, or I want to enjoy. You see what I'm saying? An animal, from the moment it wakes up until it sleeps, he does what? Two things it always do.
Sounds good.
A dog might be trying to search out a food. Of course, that example might not be true in America. Okay. Any animal, for that matter, in India, just think about it, searches for the food. Day long, that is a search. Or opposite gender to enjoy. That's all. Sorry?
Survival and replicate.
Yes, correct. That's the only thing. What a human being is doing today. Search of a food, instead of that, search of a money which gives us food, and search of an opposite gender to enjoy. And to enjoy in a wine, whiskey, woman, money, blah, blah, blah. Money, he's honey. Hey, honey, how are you? Okay. You're so sweet. Hey, would you love me? Okay. How beautiful, so sweet, sweet words. Actually, the words before that is, don't get trapped into these flowery words of the Vedas. Vedas are also giving flowery words. That is for a general public. Okay, general category people, mass public, they don't know the goal of the life. Even when they teach them, they will never be understanding that. Just like a calculus taught to a fifth grade fellow, he will never understand. He should progress. So the Vedas are for generic people. Bhagavad Gita is for all the people who wanted to understand the reality. If you people do not have the seriousness to know what is the absolute truth, why would you travel all the way for 1.5 hours, 2 hours? Who is, I am not seeing how much of efforts each one of you have put. Do I see? I don't see. I'm sitting here. I might be coming in a car nicely, happily, this fellow. Okay, what is the big deal? But Krishna is watching each one of us. He knows, oh my God, these souls are serious enough to find out the absolute truth. That's where Prabhupada is empowering us to know the reality. The reality is, as long as you are on a bodily platform, okay, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, at least follow that. What happens? Dharma, then artha. Okay, by following the code of conduct, you will get the lot of money, economic development, and you will enjoy. But any enjoyment in this world is suffering. Suffering is anyway suffering. Enjoyment is also suffering. To enjoy, he has to put lot of energy. Morning 6 to until mid of the night, he'll put all hard efforts. Prabhupada gives this example in the Mumbai. People start in the early hours of the day and they come on the 10 o'clock in the night. Either they will go and sleep full or they are meeting, enjoying a opposite gender. That's all the enjoyment is all about. That's what Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. Then what's the big deal you are doing? You are as good as an animal there. Bandar bhi yahi kar raha hai, you know. The monkey is also doing, donkey is doing, every living entity is doing the same thing, eating and mating and enjoying. Even an ordinary human being is also at that platform. Bhagavad Gita is teaching, you are only going to increase your suffering because you are going to take birth again and again and again and again and again. No other shortcut. Those people who, at least after suffering so much, they'll say, no, I don't want. Then they want to get detached liberation. By chance, if he has done some pious activities, in a sense, he has done some devotional activity directly or indirectly. For example, temple announces, okay, we have an elevator problem, please donate some money. And some people who are really earning a lot, okay, let me do $1,000, $2,000, maybe one will do $100,000, or some other people do in some other different ways. Those things, even not knowing what is the goal, if they give something in that way, the Sukruti will be added, right? And then he will be given an opportunity to get in association of a pure devotee. That's what we are gathering together today, taking the association of who? His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, I would not be sitting here. I was an idiot rascal and an atheist some years ago. I wasn't having any sense of understanding. But because of Srila Prabhupada and the devotees, we are sitting together. Then what happens is, we want to really know what is our original goal of life. That's where he's telling, Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhava Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, don't get captivated by the three modes of flowery words. Nirdvandvo, get rid of dvandva. Dvandva means duality, good and bad, happy and distress, okay, love and hatred. Both are the same, two sides of the same coin. I love somebody and I hate somebody. That's not something. Detachment is not hatredness, aversion. No, that's different, right? So detached means let it anything happen, but I am doing what I want to do it. I'm not influenced by the results, right? So nirdvandvo, nitya sattvasto, at least let me make myself at the platform of sattva guna. Okay, at least be at that level. Niryoga kshema atmavan, understanding that Krishna will take care of my things, right? So now going back to this Varnashrama Dharma, is actually protecting even an ordinary people not to commit sinful activities because they are following Dharma. Now what to speak about? Now, so far what we learned, even the people who follow Dharma, economic development is guaranteed, enjoyment is guaranteed, but as they enjoy, they suffer also. Correct? That's what we learned. Because too much of anything, what is that? Ati sarvatra varjayet. This is Sanskrit. Ati sarvatra varjayet. Anything materially which is too much, it will give aversion. You don't like. You like gulab jamuns, I'll give you 10, 20, 100. Now tell, hey, you like gulab jamun, you eat 100 gulab jamuns. Will you be happy? You will be out of the way. Now, what is this nonsense going on? You will start hating that gulab jamun. Correct? Anything which we like on a peripheral way, at a very external level, if we go a little deeper, we don't get the real enjoyment because that doesn't give us. It is my mental speculation. It's my mind thought. If I get married to her, I will enjoy. If I get that job, I will enjoy. If I get a gold medal, I will enjoy. It is my perception only. Because there are so many people without that requirement, still people are living. Still, some people are happy. Correct? That means what? This is my own speculation. So, Krishna is telling, despite we follow the scriptures, which is a lower level, still he is going to suffer. Then what to speak about who is breaking with the evil deeds, by the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition. They are undergoing hellish situation. One who is the cause of that, they will undergo the hellish situation. Are we all on the same page? Right? Now I will go little faster because I want to make that point very, very clear. Now let's go with this. Okay. Okay. Degradation of the society. How does that happen? Number one, okay, the superiors are killed, right? Destruction of the dynasty in the battlefield. Then destruction of eternal family tradition, Vedic rituals and everything stops. Correct? What is the next degradation? Irreligion predominates in the family. Irreligion. I don't want to follow. Mother tells something, grandmother tells something, children will say, hey, what is this nonsense? Today is a computer world, You don't tell me all these things. So I don't want to follow. So that's how people take irreligion to prominence, right? And then woman becomes polluted. Unchaste women, they have no control over their own senses. They are loosely coupling with anyone and everyone. Ultimately, degradation begins there, right? And then unwanted progeny. Naturally, when we are mixing up, okay, Prabhupada used to say boys and girls should never be mixing up at all. That is going to be detrimental. And in those days, everybody was a hippie, right? And they were having free sex with anybody and everyone. That was the culture at that time. Prabhupada said, you get married better. You get tied there. That's it. Don't move like that. And by that, they are binding oneself. And actually, the saath fere hote hain. We circle around the fire. We actually take the oath before the Lord, actually, right? I will remain committed, my dear sir, my dear Lord. Whether I enjoy or whether I suffer with this person, I will not consider the cause of that as my spouse. Rather, I consider that as my own karma coming through this person. That's all. See, actually, that is the truth. Anybody who is suffering in this world, maybe the immediate cause will be this person or that person, but they are acting in such a way because I am supposed to undergo. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching or showing Arjuna that all the Kauravas are falling in the mouth of Krishna. Everybody is dying. Okay. And he says, hey, Arjuna, if you want to fight on my instruction, please fight. You will get the glorious name. If you don't want to fight, you get away from here. It doesn't matter to me. I have anyway killed them. If you don't want to act, somebody else will act. That's not my problem at all. I will take care of it. I have already done whatever I am supposed to do. You see? So, certain things will happen by the mercy of Krishna. Because Arjuna is acting on behalf of Krishna. He was untouched by any papa karma. Fear of sinful reaction has gone. Okay? I wanted to make sure that everybody remembers these 5 reasons why Arjuna don't want to fight. People may say, Prabhu, you have taken so much of energy for first chapter. Why? If foundation is strong, remaining chapters I can run like anything. I'm a driver basically. Okay, I drive. I will drive. In 15 minutes we can complete a chapter actually. Okay, but we should understand things. Then we will move faster. Right? Now you see degradation, women become polluted, unwanted progeny comes. That is the situation of the present society. All kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are destroyed. And nobody is happy. Right? Now let's see the 43. Utsanna kula dharmanam manushyanam janardana Narake niyatam vaso bhavati ityanushrama. Yes, Yeshwant Prabhu.
O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by
Disciplic succession.
that those whose family's traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell.
Any family system traditions they are not following, after the death they are going into or entering into the hellish planetary systems to undergo a lot of suffering. Lot means lot. Yesterday I was giving a huge story of Susharma. Okay, and please remind me after the end of the chapter I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm holding it saved in my pocket. Story of Susharma, remind me. Okay, so anybody whose family is not following the traditions, they are going to be dwelling in the hell. Dwelling in the hell means they remain in the hell for a long time for suffering. How hard it is today to see, Prabhu, nobody is following Prabhu. What about Christians? Will it be applicable to them? What about Muslims? Will it be applicable to them? A lot of questions will come. Hey, Bhagwan, is gravitational force applicable to only Hindus? What is the answer? No, everybody. Whether I know or I don't know, whether I know things in this Sanskrit language or in some other language, doesn't matter. But the reality is reality. The heaven and a hell concept is accepted in the Christianity, in the Mohammedism, in all other isms as well. Their terminologies could be different, the details could be little different. But everybody, every religion is teaching us to remain peaceful and help each other. Humanitarian grounds at least, correct? So don't get into that quagmire of other thought process, okay? It is applicable to everybody. Then people don't know, then why are they be punished? One may again ask, those poor people don't know Prabhu, and punishing them is very unfair, right? Arey Baba, putting the hand in the fire, whether knowingly or unknowingly, it will do its job. That's all. Whether one is driving with a license or without license, if you break the law, he is punishable. Simple. So it is very tough. Then why they are not at all exposed and why are we exposed? Somehow we have done some piety. We are exposed today. For them, it will take some time for them to get exposed. Who is telling this? Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, 19th verse. Bahunam janmanamante gnanavan maam prapajyate vasudevaha sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabhaha. Bahunam janmanamante. It will take many, many, many births for a person to ultimately know who is Krishna and take shelter of Krishna. Now you all got the opportunity, right? Some of the students here are nicely, regularly sending me the sadhana chart. I will not name them. I know how many is chanting what. If you are interested, please pick up, join our chanting club in that sense. I'll be happy to, whatever the serving I can do, serve, I will do service to them. Okay. It's very important how we are progressing in the devotion, right? Now let's go back to your slides. Okay, sorry. Okay, those who family traditions are destroyed dwell in the hell. Okay. This is an elaborate thing which we have already discussed. Okay. I am not going into the detail. Okay. It's just same thing. Elders of the family are gone, everything. Whatever I have said, it's everything is in that. Okay. Okay. So this is the completion here, but I am going to complete the chapter now. Okay. And if needed, I can repeat it once again. Only 3 more verses. Aho bata mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam yadrajya sukhalobhena hantum swajanamudhyatah. Anurag Prabhu.
Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent on killing our own kinsmen.
You see, we are now preparing to go into the hell. Come on. How any sane person can think of doing? Will anybody deliberately does anything for one's own deterioration or suffering? With knowledge, nobody will do it. Unless one is intoxicated with some other thoughts going around. Okay. lust, illusion, or whatever, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, right? So, driven by selfish motives, one may be inclined to such sinful acts. Otherwise, nobody want to. But they are driven by selfish motivations. Because of selfish nature, one will not understand what is the right approach, what is the wrong approach, right? And they end up doing wrong.
Like Kauravas.
Like
Kauravas.
Kauravas, absolutely. And they are not even willing to follow anybody. You see, that's a big problem with them. They don't want to follow anything, right? So here it is said, driven by selfish motives, one is ready to kill one's own brother, father, mother, etc. Have you ever seen those examples in our life? Have you seen anybody? Yes, that's what is there in the newspapers. This fellow killed that fellow. Okay, whatever. Yeah, one's own mother, one's own wife, one's own husband. I have heard in one newspaper, 7 people at one stretch they died. Okay. Yeah, that was a different thing. Is also another one. Okay. She gave poison to all his 4 children. They died. Because they died, the husband came. She gave her husband also the poison. He also died. And then later she said, "What am I going to live without them? Okay, let me drink the same poison." And she also gave the life. What kind of life is that? No, that's okay. But how terrible life is going on. She killed so many people and then she killed herself. What kind of life will they have? Okay. So there are many such instances in the history of the world. But Arjuna, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, is always conscious of moral principles and therefore takes care of to avoid such activities. Now one may argue, oh, you see, Arjuna is also a very coward. Darpok hai. No, he is talking through the scriptures. Whatever he has said, there is a scriptural injunction supporting artifacts for that. But now Krishna is the supreme personality of God and is going to counter argue those things and defeat his arguments through the remaining verses of the chapters. Okay? Because there is a context which has to be understood. Okay? Under illusion, one may think, in the dark night, one may hold the rope and may think it's a snake. Is it really a snake? No. It is one's own illusion. I'm holding something, thinking as a rope, but it would be a snake. Who knows what is that happening? We never know. We are illusion. So Bhagavad Gita is helping us to remove that curtains of illusion in our heart and make it very clear. Where are we heading towards? What are we heading towards? Okay. So that our destiny is in our hand. So far, actions are not performed. They are in our hand. The moment I have done some activity, now I have no control over the karmic reactions. They are bound to come to us. So beware of before doing anything, good or bad or transcendental activity, right? Yadi mama pratikaram ashastram shastrapanayah dhartarashtrarane hanyos tanme kshemataram bhavet. Advish.
Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield.
What is he saying now? Very typical thing he is telling. Better I may be killed. Okay. Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed. I will not even lift any arm. Okay. And let them kill me. He's ready to be killed. What kind of mentality he has gone down. Right? He would not even accept an insult, a worldly, insult towards his Gandiva bow. And that person left the Gandiva and is saying, let the people kill me. What kind of weakness is that? What kind of thought process is going through? Okay. Sometimes when we are confused, we end up not doing the activities which we know we should do. Sometimes in a family, if there is a big fight between a wife and husband, they would have already cooked food, but they will not eat. I don't know if you have ever seen. A lot of situations. Okay, there are many, many reasons in this world for suffering. Krishna is telling, don't get indulged or involved yourself without knowing where you are heading towards. Get the complete clarity, right? And it is a custom that according to Kshatriya principles that one should not be attacked when we see an unarmed person. Okay. He is ready for even for that. So much of atrocities they have undergone, still is saying, let them kill me. You know, it appears to be a goodness, but that doesn't work. Right? So, Prabhupada is giving one last nice point. All these symptoms are due to soft heartedness resulting from his being a great devotee, not something he is afraid of any fighting. Not that he is incapable of fighting with them, right? Not that he measured the opponent as a greater energy, he's fearful now. No. Okay. He's the devotee of the Lord. By nature, he's soft cornered. Krishna, why should I? If I kill everybody, I'll become a king. What am I doing here? Right? So he don't want to head towards such situation. Right? Sorry. Sanjaya Uvacha
Sanjaya Uvacha
Evamuktvarjuna Sankhye
Evamuktvarjuna Sankhye
Ratopastha Upavishat
Ratopastha Upavishat
Visrujya Sasharam Chapam
Visrujya Sakaram Chapam
Shoka Samvigna Manasaha.
Shoka Santigna Manasaha.
Saurabh Prabhu.
Yes, Arjun, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief.
That's how it is now. He just gave up everything. He sat now. Krishna, I don't want to fight. He's in a deep depression. I don't want to do my duties. Sometimes it happens. Somebody do not get a promotion in the office, do not get a hike in the office. You don't want to go to office. I'll keep a leave. That's all. I don't know. I'm unhappy. My boss has not given me the right results. He did unfair means. Children who get fail in the exam. I'll tell you, there was one student in IIT Mumbai. Okay, he was doing bachelor's, 4 years. 3 years he was first ranker. Okay, IIT Mumbai. Final year he got a second rank, and he committed suicide because he's not first. He got second. Think about it. What the perception going on? His mother was behind him every day. You should get first. How can you not get first? How people look upon me? Some pressure. In his case, it is his mother. In others' case, maybe father, maybe oneself. Because one is used to people appreciate it. Wow, Prabhu, how nice you are doing. Today I could not do properly. Oh my God, it hurts me. Right? So our mental speculation, the thought process is not clean, it's not clear, then we are gonna suffer for that. And why our mind status is not clear? Because with misuse of our mind in the previous lifetime, I created problems for others. So I get the problems through my mind only. You see what I'm saying? So everything comes back as it is. Nothing will be going wrong. Nothing more, nothing less. That's the power of the laws of nature. So here it is said, while observing the situation of his enemy, Arjuna stood up on the chariot, but he was so afflicted with lamentation that he sat down again, sitting aside his bow and arrows. He don't want to fight. No, my dear Lord, I don't want to fight anymore. This is something I'm heading towards a very bad future for myself. Okay. Such a kind and soft-hearted person, the devotional service of God is a fit to receive self-knowledge. The example of Ambarish Maharaj, who is a great devotee of the Lord, okay, he's a king, Raja, okay, he's a king. And then there is a sadhu named Durvasa Mahamuni. Have you heard about him? What is his specialty? Everybody knows. He's strong in anger. Are sadhu hai, fir bhi gussa hai. How is that? A sadhu, how can he be angry for, right? So the point here to understand here is that person when he came, okay, that was an Ekadashi fasting he has done, and Durvasa Mahamuni appeared to his kingdom and his chambers on Dwadashi. Today is a Dwadashi. So we need to break the fast. And today's timing was 5:15 to 7:15 or something like that. Between those minutes, we got to break the fast. Then only we will having some purpose. That's how it is recommendation from the scriptures, right? Then he just came and king was thinking, what am I supposed to do? I have to offer food to him. Somebody has to prepare. He has to get refresh. Abhi gaon se utra. He just landed from aeroplane. Will he start eating immediately? He'll take a bath. He'll take fresh. He'll refresh, and then he will have whatever he want to have. Right. So he's thinking, if I wait for that time, this little muhurta will go. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, he was fasting. Then he consulted brahmanas around, and they said, "Oh Raja, don't worry. Just drink a drop of water. By drinking drop of water, okay, you will break the fast because you are not even drinking water the whole day on Ekadashi. By drinking water, you will break the fast in the right muhurta. And by drinking water, in the scriptural quotes, it is not said that you are offending a guest. Aditi Devo Bhava. How can we offend? Without offering to Aditi, how can I eat? The host. Correct? So that also you are not violating. Just take one drop and then you can do whatever the needful thing is. He said, thank you so much, sir. He put little drop. Immediately he could see, because what actually happened is when Durvasa Mahamuni came along with thousands of his disciples, king offered him all respects and said, there is Ganges there. Can you please get refreshed and come back and we will prepare something for you. He said, okay. He went there. But in the meantime, he inquired and put a drop of water. He could sense it through his yogic power. He got angry. How come I am a Brahmana? Okay. I am higher in the cadre, Varnashrama system. Varnas, there are 4 Varnas. What are they? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Brahmana is the highest, then the Kshatriya. Kshatriya is supposed to serve the Brahmana. He offended me. This is wrong. He pulled one hair and created a black colored demon and said, go and kill that fellow who offended me. What? What is he trying to do? A small offense, he's trying to kill him. And it is said, Ambarish Maharaj was with folded hands standing in the same place waiting for that sadhu, and a demon appeared suddenly. Suddenly something appears before us. What we will do? We'll run away, take some steps back. He was fearless. Suddenly saw and he said, oh my God, who is this? Okay, he did not even take a step back. Abhayam sattva samshuddhihi. A great devotee is always fearless. If I am supposed to be killed, let me be killed. Doesn't matter. That is what Krishna wants. They are at that level. Ambarish Maharaj was at that level. And then what happened? From the spiritual world Vaikuntha, the Sudarshan Chakra immediately followed. The moment the demon tried to kill Ambarisha, Sudarshan Chakra came and killed him, burnt into ashes. That's all. He's killed. Now, what is the next target for the Sudarshan Chakra?
Durvasa Muni.
Durvasa Mahamuni. See? And then Durvasa said, oh my God, my demon has been killed. He's chasing me. This is Sudarshan Chakra. This is too much. One cannot counteract. I cannot counteract. Oh my God, what am I supposed to do now? He's trying to think. And then he immediately went to Lord Brahma. Okay. Lord Brahma says, hey, what happened? Sudarshan Chakra. I am in this level. Okay. It is not my department, sir. You go ahead. I can't help you. He said, oh my God, you are the creator. You should help me. I am surrendered soul. He said, I can't help, man. You go and take shelter of somebody else. Sudarshan Chakra is coming from Vaikuntha Loka. I have no clue. I am in the material world only. And then he thinks, oh my, who is going to help me? He ran to Kailas Parvat. Okay, Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva was saying, hey, what happened? Durvasa is his one of the expansions in that sense, right? Hey, what happened? Please help me, sir. You are my father. You are everything to me. Sudarshan Chakra is following. No. Sudarshan Chakra, I respect, my dear Lord. You should only go to the Vaikuntha. It doesn't belong to me. I have no clue. What am I supposed to do? He said, what? You also can't help me. He said, I can't help you. Then you ran all the way to Vaikuntha. And then Lord Vishnu was happily sleeping in the Yoga Nidra with Mother Lakshmi massaging his feet. He said, oh Narayan, oh Vishnu, oh Krishna, please get up, please help me. He said, what happened, my dear son? You are in some anxiety? You are talking anxiety? I am killed. I am about to be killed by your Sudarshan Chakra. Please take it back. He said, oh, is it? I am so sorry. I am surprised. What you did like that? He said, I will tell all the story, my dear. So please take it back. He's coming all the way. It is killing me. He said, once the Sudarshan Chakra leaves me, it will not hear me, my dear friend. I can't do anything. What? It is your Sudarshan Chakra. You can't help. He said, once it is released, it will not come back until it completes its task. Arey Baba, ye kya kare? What to do now? He's suddenly is under panic, anxiety. Oh, my dear Vishnu, whole creation is you. You are the supreme controller. You are this, you are that. Oh my God, he glorifies him like anything. Sudarshan Chakra coming and going. This fellow is under anxiety, but he's thinking. Ultimately, Vishnu says, probably you have committed an offense to my Vaishnava because you are crying so much. Go back to that Vaishnava unto whom you have committed a sin or an offense. If they forgive you, Sudarshan Chakra will automatically come back to me without killing you. This is a secret I am revealing you. If you would like to explore it, fine. Otherwise, you'll be killed. I cannot help you. He said, oh my God, what happened? Then he ran all the way to Bhuloka. He was in the Vaikuntha Loka. Think about 14 planetary systems. From Bhuloka to Brahmaloka, 14th planetary systems. Brahmaloka to the Kailasa. It is beyond our things. And then Vaikuntha beyond everything. It took 1 year for him to travel all the way to go there and come back. For Durvasa Mahamuni, it took whole complete 1 year for him to travel all the space, okay, surpassing all those, and finally coming and falling into the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. Think about it, right? Ambarish Maharaj with folded hands is still waiting for last 1 year, not eating, drinking anything. Think about it. What kind of personality is he? 1 year down the line, whole kingdom is going on, so many things. He said, no, without that Durvasa Mahamuni coming here, I cannot serve him. If I eat or drink or do anything, it is an offense to a Brahmana, which a Kshatriya should never be doing. I will not eat anything. Let him come back whenever he will finish his bathing in the Ganges. He is under that impression. You see, so many things have happened. Behind the devotee, lot of things will happen. Krishna is the protector of everything. And then he suddenly dropped like somebody dropping from the sky, fell down. He took 3 steps back. Oh, Brahmana, what are you doing? And the Bhagavatam says, these are all fine-tuned verses which I am talking now. Bhagavatam says, when the demon appeared, he did not even take a step back, not even a step, 1/4 of the step. Fearless. But the Brahmana fell down. He took 3 steps and he fell down and said, please forgive me if I have done any committed offenses. He said, oh, my dear Vaishnava, oh, great devotee of Vishnu, please ask that Sudarshan Chakra is following me. I committed an offense unto you. Please forgive me. He said, you have never committed any offense unto me. Then please tell that Sudarshan Chakra, please immediately. Then he prays, oh, my dear Sudarshan Chakra, if at all you think I have done some pious activities, I'll give away all my pious activities to you. Please forgive him. I don't know what he has done. At least I never felt that he has offended me. And then Sudarshan Chakra disappeared. Think about it. By becoming a devotee, fearlessness. Niryoga Kshema Atmavan, Krishna just now said in the 2.45. So one should actually practice this devotional service with whole heart. It should become our original nature, the primary nature to become a devotee. How to become a devotee? That's what we are getting trained here by Srila Prabhupada. Right? So, this first chapter, what is the time? 43. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to tell that story just like that. There is that is coming from, okay, let me tell you. You have any questions? First of all, let me see. Okay.
Prabhuji, we didn't receive the sadhana chart.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Please send me a message, Mataji. I am not sending it in the group for the reason that not many people are attending. There are 150 people in the group. They'll be surprised to see what is this going on. Okay. Okay. It is not to scare anybody. Okay. It is not to make feel people, uh, fearful. Oh my God, this is too much. No. This is something, whatever little you would like to offer it to Krishna. That's all it is. It's an offering to Krishna. It is not to me. I may be asking you guys, but it is not to me. It is offering to Krishna. Oh, Krishna, today I'm able to chant 1 round, 2 rounds. That's fine. I'm able to read Bhagavad Gita 1 verse. That's okay. Okay, that will regulate our life. You see, regulation of our life is important. Animal life is irregulated. It has no time for eating, no time for mating, no time for doing any other things. It will do anything and everything, whatever it thinks. It goes through the impulses. Human life is not with the impulses, with the right pulse. Okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I not supposed to do? That is the intention behind the sadhana chart. Okay. So I will definitely share you, Riddhi Mataji. You please send me a message in the WhatsApp or wherever, and then I will share it. I will only
Thank
share it to
you.
them who want to do it. I don't want to force anybody. Because Krishna gave entire Bhagavad Gita, he did not force Arjuna, hey, fight now. Though in the previous chapter he was saying, you should fight, you should fight. But the moment all his doubts are cleared, then he says, now up to you. If you want to fight, you fight. Otherwise, it's okay. So when Krishna can't force, who am I to force? Right? But that is going to help you definitely. That's how I have been trained. Okay. That's how I'm extending whatever services I received, I'm extending the services to you. Anyway, what was the question?
Prabhuji, when we were discussing about the verse, this suddenly came into my head, like you were saying about your friend, like one of his arm was amputated, another arm amputated. He's going through so much suffering. So, for such patients, is euthanasia still correct or no? Like,
What is it? Euthanasia?
euthanasia is like when you go to a doctor.
Mercy,
who
mercy
sickens.
death. It's a very interesting and a debatable point. Okay. Again, it depends. Generally, I remember I have been asking such questions and many people ask. I don't remember somebody saying, yes, you should do it. I didn't hear that, yes, you should do it. Probably the soul has to suffer. Maybe that's the thing. Okay. But showing mercy is not wrong.
But
Right?
will the doctor get that karma of killing someone?
Yes and no. It all depends. It depends on many, many factors. Generally, it is not recommended. Okay. I'll not go into details. It's too much detail. Okay. I don't want to confuse you guys here at this moment of time. But for now, you think, Krishna has made an arrangement, something, Krishna will take care of him. Okay. We can chant sitting beside him. We can read. We can do whatever the services which we can do. If that is the only way, we don't know. It is tough answer to be given. It's a complicated thing. It needs a lot of parameters to be think. Yes.
What the combination?
So the thing is, why is in that situation of torturing or struggle? Because of karma. What am I doing by mercilessly killing?
Ending the karma before, like, not karma do its work. I am
Like
doing.
someone wants to suicide and you are helping him to buy poison.
Okay. Ending is the karma is right answer.
No, like we are not
No.
letting karma.
Breaking
do
the karmic cycle before completion.
Yeah.
We cannot break the karmic cycle, my friend. We are only killing the body.
Yeah, killing the body, then that product goes on to the
Exactly.
And you're
next
worsening the karma.
Exactly.
body.
You got the answer.
So you need to remove your product before you die. So you have to suffer whatever is coming to you. You don't
Okay.
have, like, if you oppose it, it will keep on adding to your karma.
Yes.
So if you try to avoid it, it will keep adding to your next birth.
The mercy is not by killing the body. I'll give you a very simple example. In those days, they used to offer cows in the sacrifice or horses, Ashwamedha Yajna. What does that mean? They're killing. But how are they killing? Mantras with no knife, no chaku, no poison, no weapons. But still it is a killing. One may argue. In those days, people used to argue. Still you people are killing. And you guys are saying this is wrong. Actually, to give a mercy, one should be a very qualified Brahmana. The horse which is almost very old to die, that is used, number one, for the sacrifice. Ashwamedha Yajna. And through the potency of the mantras, because of the potency of the purity of a Brahmana, he enchants the mantra in such a way that he will leave the body immediately without any pain. Okay? But anybody who takes birth as an animal, how many lifetimes they have to take birth?
84 million.
8 million. 8 million lifetimes they have to take birth again and again and again as animals. And after that, we get a human body. That means we have already gone through all those cycles. When we see an insect, oh my God, I was an insect. When I see a dog, I was a dog. Oh, I see this animal. Oh, I was like that. I was there naturally. Otherwise, why am I still suffering here? Right? 8,400,000 species, 8 million species are beneath the human life. After the revolutionary process of completing all those cycles, repeated birth and death, birth and death, birth and death, why are we afraid of death? Because we have already gone through the death 8 million times already. Brutally killed. If I was a chicken, probably somebody did like this. We tasted so chicken. Today we may say. I had a lot of, anyway, I don't want to go there now. Let me complete this. So, anyway, what I was saying. So, what was the topic? I got deviated completely. Mercy killing, right? That Ashwamedha Yajna, by the potency of a Brahmana, that horse should have take another 8 million or 8 million minus 1 lifetimes as an animal, then get a human birth. Because of this purity and the prayers, they get the human body. What is that they get? They get the human body. Isn't it real mercy? And a doctor forcibly killing, he is intervening with the natural laws given by the God. Who are you? He is supposed to suffer, let him suffer. Who are you in the middle? Could be that case. But if he is a pure devotee, he is a prayerful mood, and the person who is undergoing his prayerful mood, Krishna, please pick me up, my dear Lord. It is enough for me, this body. I can't tolerate. Please, please give me the death. There are people who beg for this, you know. There are people who are crying, I'm not getting death. For the last 14 years, my friend's mother is amputated both the legs. And she's suffering like anything. Today also, daily Bhagavatam classes, that son of that mother teaches Bhagavatam classes for the last so many years. Think about it. He's doing pure devotional service. He's a delivery head in one of the IT company today. Suffering is there. When I talk to him, I can't see my mother suffering, Prabhu. What can be done? The mother is praying and begging. Oh, my dear son, you are doing so much of devotion. Why don't you ask that God to give me the death? Can a son ask that generally? Only a pure devotee, a qualified Brahmana or a pure devotee can actually intervene the karmic reactions to be vanished. And he don't get the papa karma because he's a pure devotee. If a pure devotee wants to bestow the mercy, it will happen. And the Susharma story will absolutely answer all your questions tomorrow. I mean next week. Today it is 3:53. Okay. So think about it. That story I am going to tell you how much of suffering one will go after performing all kinds of nonsense things. How many hellish planetary systems are there? What kind of suffering and what kind of life he's going to get? It's amazing. That's what my daughter was very curious that I'm going to tell that today. That is from the Padma Purana, Gita Mahatmya. The power of reciting, just reciting the chapter 1 Bhagavad Gita. Padma Purana is spoken by Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati. And that narration is actually the narration between Lord Narayan and Mother Lakshmi. We'll cover that next week. Please remind me. I may absolutely forget it if you want. Otherwise, that's it. Yes.
I remember we had this discussion before also, like you had given an answer, but still I was having an argument with someone else and it again popped up.
Okay.
So like we are saying that all the sufferings that we are getting in this life, even if the person might be, the immediate cause is some other person, but the actual cause is our karma from past lives. So did Pandavas or all the devotees of Krishna, they suffered. So are they having a past karmic reaction that's going on then? Like were Kauravas the mode, like mediators?
One second. I have got your point. So some messages are, Prabhuji, you cannot please upload now. Sorry, what is that upload, Anand Prabhu?
No, it in the beginning we were not able to see the screen online,
Okay,
but
okay.
now it's fine.
Now I'm not sharing anything. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
now
the question. Okay. Now the question what Mataji is asking is, what was that?
Devotees suffered.
Devotees suffering. What kind of karma they have? Because they are also suffering a lot. Actually, for Pandavas, there is no karma behind. Okay. They are just taking all kinds of sufferings for the pleasure of Krishna. He want to set an example to whole world, so they take it. They do not have any karma, please understand. A pure devotee will not have any past karma to undergo the sufferings. They just take the sufferings of the people. Today is the disappearance day, or our one of the great Maharajas, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj left the body. He's an exalted, he's a GBC member. Okay. So he got multiple heart attacks and then he left. One of our devotees, spiritual master. Right? It was a very hard time. So everybody is under so much of anxiety. But a pure devotee has no past karma. They are taking, when initiation happens, what happens? A spiritual master is so benevolent, so merciful. He is ready to take the papa karma of all of us. And he takes the papa karma to suffer. Why? Just because we accepted him as spiritual master. Just because we said we want to chant whatever the rounds we are able to chant. How much we should be indebted to such people? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Not an ordinary person. Right? He has taken the karma of everybody. What Prahlad Maharaj is saying when Lord Narasimhadev appeared and he killed his father. First thing Lord Narasimha says, oh my dear Prahlad, I am pleased by your devotion. Please ask me something. He said, I don't have anything to ask, my dear Lord. Otherwise, it's like a barter system. Ek haath de, ek haath le. I take in one hand and I give to another thing, right? But then, no, you should ask. Because he's insisting, he said, please forgive my father for whatever he has done. Please give him the mercy. He said, I have already liberated him. That's already done. Because he's your father, he gets the mercy. What to speak about is your 21 generations above, 21 generations below. All have gotten my mercy now. Because you become a pure devotee. They are all liberated now. Don't worry. You see what a mercy Krishna is giving, Lord Narasimha is giving. That is the reason Srila Prabhupada says, he is ready actually. What he is saying again and again, Lord Narasimha is asking. He is telling, I'm ready to take 2 minutes. Sorry. I'm ready to take the papa karma of all the asuras and suffer. Okay? I'm ready to suffer. Please give me, but liberate them. That is the mood of pure devotee Prahlad Maharaj. Okay, I'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving us the opportunity. Yeah.